Right, well, we'll
Yeah,
crack on because obviously it's been a busy weekend of Premier League football. Obviously one of the biggest games from the weekend, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea seemed to have rejuvenated some sort of form going into this game. Arsenal have looked very decent all season. You know, they've been picking up points, have been in that top four race, in that title race so far. Beat Man City most recently. And Yeah, it was a tough game to call going into it. Obviously, like I said, we knew Chelsea picked up a little bit of form. Finished 2-2. Chelsea blistering start, went 2-0 up. Mikhailo Mudryk, did he mean it? Definitely not. Let's not get silly here. Um, Cole Palmer seems to be some sort of play. Christ, I'm eating my words with him, aren't I?
yeah,
Yeah, and then Arsenal decided, Robert Sanchez decided to take his foot off the gas, and Declan Rice put it on it, and it was a hell of a finish. And then a lovely Leandro Trossard goal to finish things off in that game, and it
yeah.
ended to be a very, very entertaining London derby. Not that both sides were any good in it, because I think it was a poor showing from both sides, and that's what helped.
Yeah, no, I think the goalkeepers for both ends were just shocking. Raya didn't look very good at all for Arsenal, and then Sanchez for Chelsea. They both showed that they're both missing that world-class keeper, which is massive because it gives the whole backline confidence. Like you said, Mudryk didn't mean it, but you could be picky on Raya's positioning if you want to be picky. I don't really speak too much on that because I'm not a keeper, so I wouldn't know if he's in the wrong place or not. But watching it, people were a bit like maybe he should have been a bit near his goal, but I think it just shows that they both also missed that key striker. I think it's quite clear. I think they both missed that number. Like Jackson came on, had a couple of chances, but he never looks comfortable in front of goal. He doesn't have that set finish like some world class strikers do. And I think as well of Arsenal, I think Jesus got hooked quite like relatively early-ish in the second half. I feel like he got taken off, and he's one of their biggest signings. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but since
To take
when he
off
came off, Arsenal seemed to improve slightly. So
exactly, and
it changed
yeah,
the system up.
that's for
Changed the
sure.
system up. When
Yeah,
they had a bit more of a focal point for Kai Havertz, it looked a bit of a better
yeah,
side. I will say that.
that's for sure.
Um, but yeah, like you say, both goalkeepers were horrific in that game. I bet. Aaron Ramsdale's licking his lips and rubbing his hands. He knows his call up's coming. I mean, if it isn't, then
Yeah.
there's some severe agendas going on in the Arsenal camp. I must say so myself. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
I'd agree with that.
it was an entertaining London derby, but I think that's all it really was. I mean, footballing wise, I think form completely went out of the window for both sides. They both didn't look great. Um,
Yeah,
took Chelsea took their chances, Arsenal took theirs in the closing stage of the game. Some very good goals. Obviously, Mudryk, despite not meaning it, was a very nice goal. Declan Rice, it was an excellent finish. Leandro Trossard was my pick of the bunch. Loved Saka's ball
yeah,
in for it, and then just to
yeah.
sort of let it land on his foot and score like that, I thought it was an excellent finish. But apart from that, it was just a bit of a nothing game for me. It just seemed like a bit of a pre-season friendly how both teams were playing.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of it, but I remember the bits I did see. It did seem a bit cagey and a bit like neither team wanted to lose. I think Chelsea would be disappointed, obviously being 2-0 up. I think Arsenal will take the point because,
Yeah.
as you said, Chelsea have found form. That would have been 3 wins in a row, I think, if they'd have won that. And they're starting to prove us that there is a team there. There's a good set of players that will, when they find form, look a lot better. Like Caicedo's starting to actually play like a semi-decent player. And
Say that without
if they
crying.
start, yeah, exactly. But if they start to click, then they could be dangerous. So a draw away at Stamford Bridge coming in the season will probably be a big point. And I think Arsenal haven't looked anywhere near their best this season so far. But the fact they're still 2 points off the top, maybe 2 or 3,
Yeah,
is
2 points. I think they're 2 points
speaks.
off Spurs at
Yeah,
the minute.
it speaks a lot of them. So that shows their quality. And they've not had. I suppose they've had City now. They've had Chelsea, and they beat Man United, I think, as well. I believe. So they've had a couple big games already out the way. So I think for them it's
They
been
beat
a
Man
decent
United.
start. I feel like they have played United this season.
Eh?
I swear they have. I feel like it
Yeah,
was
they
Hoyland's
have.
first game. Yeah, it was Hoyland's first game off the bench. I'm pretty sure. But it just shows that they've found that form,
Hmm.
like, or not form, but like the consistency that they can get results.
I
Because
think
at 2-0 we thought they were dead and buried.
I mean, to do well in this league, if you're playing poorly but still picking up points, I think that's a huge sign that you're going to achieve a lot as a team. As much as it is about the talent and the ability of the football team, it's also about the spirit, the heart, the desire to grind out those 3 points. And Arsenal certainly have proved to us, especially at the start of the season,
and that'll keep
maybe
them
haven't been as good as a footballing side as what they were last year, but they're still grinding out the results, and that's what will make them a top team in the near future.